There's words. Hi.
Yeah.
Good start,
Cool.
Jables.
Thanks.
I handled a dead rat, and you can't handle a fucking intro?
Only
Wait,
an
when did you
intro I've
handle
done
a rat?
228 times before this.
So, I opened up a panel at work today because we had to add some wires to it. It's a temporary
Oh.
panel, and so sometimes it just sits in the company yard collecting shit. Well, in this case, it's most likely been sitting in the on the job site for like 6 months, barely being used.
Yeah.
I opened it up and there was a fat rat's nest in there, and a rat that's been dead for months, guaranteed.
Oh yeah, I've got fucking stuck in there and baked to death.
Oh no, this thing had to have been hit by the full 280. Or not 280, 208 volts. Max amps. Because it was gross in there. I didn't bother really cleaning it up. I got the rat's nest out of there, but I didn't fucking bother cleaning it up.
So it exploded him?
It was nothing but a skeleton at the point I got in there. I had to rush home at the end of the day. Luckily it was at the end of the day, but I had to rush home and shower to get that gross feeling off of me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I just had to deal with higher-ups not knowing that it takes like an hour or two to set up a machine because they wanted 6 parts. That takes a minute to make machine setup.
So that's 2.25 hours to deal with with 6 parts.
Yeah. Yep. Takes about 10 seconds to inject each of them. About a minute. That's it. Yep.
Yeah.
And then, let's not forget running it through a cleaning cycle to clear the nozzles because it's a silicone injection machine. Can't just have that material sitting around. So that takes another 20 minutes to do the cleanup and like proper shutdown.
Honestly, that's kind of funny.
It would be, hey, Larry. It would have been funny if everybody wasn't tossing me around like all these other parts were priorities.
Yeah.
If that hadn't been happening, I would have already been making those parts at that time.
Yeah.
Like if I was sticking to like my schedule that I had already set, I would have already been working on that.
I'm naked, Larry.
I'm naked too. We're not on camera yet, so we can still do that.
Although, coming up here soon, I might try and manage the entire stream while in VR. Which could be fun.
I want you on camera for that, though.
That's my plan. I actually was planning on setting up my green screen, sitting in front of it, because I will have the screen in front of me, so it's not like I can't go, oh, I need to adjust left or right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have Jables and Rimshee on screen at the same time. Rimshee's got his fucking goggles set up. It's like, this is the most depressing Daft Punk cover band I've ever seen.
You're assuming anyone wants to see this.
I know no one wants to see it.
I know no one wants to
see it.
Actually, that's not fair. I know a couple of people probably want to see it. I know none of them are my wife.
Yeah, I'm curious myself.
You can't say that on Twitch, Larry.
Uh-oh.
It's a good thing that we don't put the chat on screen.
I'll just throw a sock over it and use some string to keep it secured.
So you can fit it inside an entire sock. Got it.
I'll throw one of my work socks on. It's fine.
This isn't about your fantasies, Jables.
I've been trying to figure out how big his dick is for years.
Yes, I'm aware of this.
I keep telling him I'm a millimeter Peter.
I don't believe him. He can't have that kind of confidence. Yeah. His wife won't even tell me. It's really annoying.
Larry, the only bathtubs that's going to be showing up on screen for this stream will be filled with ice and will immediately get shut down.
Wait, what?
We're not stealing anyone's kidneys.
Yeah.
I was making a suicide joke, but
Don't speak too early. Just one day on stream, just
Surprise, motherfucker!
stealing a kidney.
yeah. Welcome to Repo the Genetic Opera budget version.
We are useless and just barely. We're just hoping that we're at least barely better than last week.
And yes, Euro, that was in fact Katsu Sinclair. You are very astute.
Yeah.
I thought it was
weeb trash,
Tenkatsu.
one of the two. Yep,
Maybe it
weeb
is
trash
just Katsu.
confirmed.
That's only if you believe Tenkatsu.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's you.
Them
we haven't
bitches
seen a
lie.
we haven't seen a Pornhub account yet. Yeah.
Well, to be fair, her whole job in the porn industry was wrangling the tentacle monsters, and you can't be naked while doing that.
Go. It's a good thing you weren't here last week. We were so low energy. It was quite sad.
I thought wrangling the tentacle monsters was Zone Tan's job.
No comment.
Also, another thing that's been happening this week. I check the weather every morning. You know, like a responsible person, even though I'm not. Just need to know whether or not I need to wear jeans. And all week, the weather forecast has been smoke.
Well,
That's it.
I'm expecting rain on Sunday and Monday. So yesterday I decided it was a good idea to go sweep my chimney.
Well, that's why you can never turn your back on a tentacle monster, Burp.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's 2.
Larry,
No.
I'd figure something like this is right up your alley.
Yeah, absolute unit is 2 words, Burb.
Yeah, you have to put emphasis on each one.
Yeah.
Mostly doing live streams lately. I don't know how well they work, but oh, month ago, Tentacle Monster's Diary. I'm gonna share this with you guys. It's going in general chat, or no, it's gonna go in not safe for work in the community.
I'm sure that Jables knows all about drunk Mario Kart. You guys should talk about that sometime.
Yeah, I'm an expert at drunk Mario Kart. Last time I did a full playthrough of the game drunk. Golds all across the board.
And there he goes bragging again.
Yep. Oh,
I tell you what.
Speaking of Nintendo shit, Nintendo just had their Direct. They are, for people that pay for online, they're releasing 007 GoldenEye. with online play. So they're gonna have like a whole support system for online play. For
Yeah, Larry. That's something we need to do. That way you can lose Rimshee money.
What happened?
You said that you would put your money on Larry, and it goes against him and Jables.
Oh, I did say that.
Oh, for Mario Kart? Yeah.
Yeah, I totally expect to lose that money. That's why I only put up $6.
Yeah. Yeah, Larry, did you see that they're going to bring out 007 GoldenEye 64 version with supported online play?
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah. I'm stoked. Fun game.
I would love to see a bunch of like COD streamers try that shit out and just get completely humiliated because they have no idea how to work that kind of shooter.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping they update the controls for like a pro controller. Obviously. But...
Yeah, it's like, GoldenEye was one of the first, good, quote unquote, console shooters, but it was still jank as shit.
Yeah. But the other thing is the levels have so many like secret passageways and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then you had Turok, which that's a dead franchise, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a weird franchise. It's a decent franchise, but it's kind of like every other good franchise of the old days. It's dead now because they tried to milk the fuck out of it.
Well, and it also just got overlooked.
Yeah, it did get overlooked. That's true. That is one thing you could say about Turok that is not true for a lot of other good games of yesteryear. It got overlooked instead of overhyped. I mean, it did get killed by having bad, well, not bad, but lackluster remakes or sequels in the modern era. But it mostly got overlooked.
Yeah, you remember back on PS2? Yeah, that's the one we're talking about. PS2, GameCube, original Xbox.
There was a newer one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that one wasn't nearly.
That's the one I'm talking about. The bad modern day remake.
That one came out in 2008, and it wasn't great.
It wasn't bad by modern standards though. That's the
Also,
worst part.
The difficulty balancing in that game was bullshit.
Yeah. It was either too hard on easy or too easy on hard. Or one or the other.
No, it's like just balancing throughout the game, there'd be times where you would get attacked by entire packs of raptors. But you had this counter move where if you got hit and the quick time event button came up, you could do a counter move. And the counter move instantly kills the fucking raptors. So I didn't even waste ammo during those sections. I just let them repeatedly hit me to trigger counter moves, killing them all.
Yep, I remember that.
I remember Turok had for at least multiplayer, there was a black hole grenade.
Oh yeah, that was in Turok Evolution, the Dark Matter Cube.
Yeah. You just throw it and create a black hole, everything gets sucked in.
Yeah, and you also had the flamethrower, which had the napalm attachment, which that was fun. And the swarm boar. It's oh yeah, little mechanized drill bits that pierce your flesh and chew you up from the inside. Lots of fun.
All the fun.
Gold out right now.
Well, there's a few of them, Skull. Counting the 2008 one, there's 5 of them.
Yeah, Larry, But the good thing about Nintendo is that they put out finished games.
Oh, bye, burp.
See ya, burp. Good luck. Yeah.
Indeed.
Was there anything else from the Nintendo Direct that looked interesting?
They're remaking Suikoden? Huh.
They're remaking Sudoku.
That happens every day. They're making Pikmin 4.
Yeah, I heard about Pikmin 4.
Yeah. And
they announced the title for the next Zelda game.
Yeah. Yeah, it was all fucking Harvest Moon.
Oh, Harvest Moon? There's gonna be a new one?
No. They just in the Nintendo Direct they just promoted like 7 farm games.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know how many Turok games there are. Skull, look it up.
I said, I think there's 5 of them. Because there's Dinosaur Hunter, Seeds of Evil, Shadows of Oblivion, Evolution, which was the last one made by Acclaim before they fell apart. Because their management was absolute fucking clown shoes. And then there was the 2008 remake, which was made by a game studio that was owned by Disney.
That went well.
Yeah.
Oh, another thing about the Nintendo Direct that I have a fucking issue with is the roadmap for the N64 games that they're releasing. They're doing 3 Mario Party games in both Pokemon Stadium. Which those are all good games, but could we get like a little more variety?
Yeah. Do they have Perfect Dark yet?
No, not yet.
Hmm.
But there's a lot of talk since they're willing to put GoldenEye out there that they're going to be willing to do more mature games for the online service. So. But who knows? Nintendo is not transparent at all.
Yeah.
Nintendo is anti-consumer as fuck.
Yeah.
Actually,
the only thing that keeps them from being completely shit on and abandoned by everything is the fact that they do actually try and innovate.
They innovate and they make pretty good games.
Yeah, they make great games. There have been bad ones, but they make great games, and they innovate. I mean, they're not relying on it's a controller. Look at the fucking Wii. Look at the Switch.
Yeah.
GameCube was kind of a catch-up one.
No one talks about the Wii U.
Well, the Wii U is the missing link between the Wii and the Switch.
The GameCube was a great little console.
The problem with the Wii U was that up until last year, I thought it was just like an add-on for the Wii.
Yeah, nope. That's the issue. They did not advertise it very well, and people thought it was just an updated version of the Wii, and they didn't realize that.
I thought, or they thought it was an add-on, like I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it essentially sold nothing. And
yeah, their advertising for it was shit. They were not clear.
I thought it was kind of like how you could hook your Game Boy Advance up to the GameCube in like certain games. You could do extra stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If you did that. Yeah, I thought it was like that.
Yeah, stuff like that is what Nintendo's good at. They innovate on stuff like that. The Wii
That was
U.
one of the coolest things about the Stadium games was being able to import your Pokemon from the Game Boy cartridges into Stadium.
Yep.
Mhm.
There is so some code got leaked, and they might be doing Game Boy games, kind of like how they have the Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo, all that shit. They might be doing Game Boy games, and somebody did find some code that made like Pokemon Stadium available for cartridge transfer, which might make it so that if you're playing Pokemon in that thing, you can transfer the Pokemon from that to your Pokemon Stadium. This is all rumors and people
That would
that
be
are just like code
tits
monkeys digging
if
through
that
code.
would be the case.
Yeah, but who knows? Because Nintendo doesn't tell anybody anything.
Yeah.
Like, we make good games, you're gonna buy them, so fuck you.
Larry, I'm low-key done with consoles. I mean, I don't play enough games to really justify a Steam account.
Yeah. Well, it's not like you have to pay for it.
Yeah, I
Steam
know, but,
accounts are
like,
free.
Yeah.
And so, like,
And you can get a lot of games free.
It's like I hardly use my Xbox One. Would probably barely use a Steam account.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. If you're a console player and you just play it because you enjoy console, more power to you. I may still talk shit from time to time, but there's no real animosity.
Yeah. We don't really play the console war game here.
No. But, like, there are a few upcoming titles that, like, might, like, if they're not available on consoles, it's like, okay, I might get it into Steam just so I can play this.
Yeah, everything eventually comes to computer, even if it's not technically through official trade routes.
Yeah, and especially with all the cross-platform play that they've,
like,
all the
then
companies
again,
have been working together with.
There is some shit that you just can't get on Steam.
I didn't say Steam.
And emulators are fine. I don't know. I really like Nintendo's IPs, so I don't mind supporting Nintendo a bit.
I'm probably gonna have to get somebody to help me troubleshoot something, because I really, really want to play Monolith's Alien vs. Predator 2 again. I used to have the disc, but my new laptop doesn't have a disc drive to begin with, so that wouldn't help me. But, like, that game is completely abandonware at this point. You know, you can't get it on Steam, you can't get it on GOG.
Okay.
Like, the entire game is available for free online. Somebody uploaded all of, like, the code and shit. I can't. I tried downloading it already, and I can't get it to work.
Yeah,
Not sure what I'm doing wrong, but AVP 2 was this shit, Larry. That game was great. I mean, the 2010 one was pretty good, but I still think that AVP 2 is the best.
Yeah, get in contact with Larry. Larry knows his shit.
Yeah, that's the thing, Larry, is like, I found the cracked version online, and I tried to get it running on this Alienware, and it just wasn't having it.
Maybe you need a separate program to run it.
It's a possibility. As I said, I'm not too informed on this kind of shit, which is why I said I might need somebody else to help me troubleshoot it.
Yeah, you may need to run it in compatibility mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, get in touch with Larry.
Well, I did go into, like, the compatibility settings, and, like, I switched to, like, Windows Millennium Edition, which is what it was originally coded for.
Did you do that before you tried it or after you tried it?
Hell, I can't remember. It's been a few months.
And Larry's on the case. We'll find out next week. Next week on Lesser Saints of Discord, we find out if Larry can get it to run.
Yeah, because like that's one of those games like I never use my Twitch for anything, but like if I would potentially like stream that. I would like go through the trouble of learning how to stream and shit.
Yeah.
Because that's a game you just do not see anymore.
Well, especially since you don't go on cam, it would be super for you to set that up.
Yeah, also I've never played the Primal Hunt DLC, which is also available online, so that would be a new experience. But yeah, that's just us going on about nerd shit. What's with you, chat?
Yeah. Much like Larry, I'm hyped for Pikmin 4. I just recently played through Pikmin 3 again. And that game is so fucking short, it pisses me off.
Yeah.
Oh, Larry's got a birthday in 2 days? Happy early birthday, Larry.
Very happy on birthday to you.
Now show 'em them titties.
Haven't heard that one in a while. Feels old, man.
Yeah.
Not old enough.
Baby, you're a firework.
There you go, Larry. That's for you.
Why is Jon Stewart still staring at us?
Why are you staring at Jon Stewart?
Because Jon Stewart's a national hero. He deserves to stare at us.
Yeah, but I kind of miss the weird space cloudscape.
No.
That won't be hard to bring back.
Just gotta move the whole building.
Yeah.
Oh! The
Yeah.
teleporter worked!
I don't mind his face. It's just like, in that particular picture, he just looks dead inside.
Well, yeah.
To be fair,
Kinda
aren't
pissed
we
off on a lot
all?
of people.
It's just so the disappointment is evident.
Yeah.
Well, he's stuck behind our studio, so...
That's okay. He's got snacks.
That's okay, the
That can make
teleporter
things
worked. We're
better.
back on planet what the fuck ever.
Yeah. Back in Cloud City.
The only
Yeah.
place where fucks grow naturally and yet cannot be harvested.
I mean, like, they can be, but that requires time and effort that's just not worth it.
Maybe.
Yeah. It's, well... Jon Stewart's so disappointed in so many people, including Stephen Colbert.
I mean...
Especially Stephen Colbert.
Yeah.
Ugh.
The last time he was on Colbert's show, he's like, "What, you never looked into this?" And he just starts spouting some shit. We're not going to get too far into it. He's like, "Oh, no, because of this, and this." And Colbert's like, "Whoa, NBC owns my ass. Can we stop? Please? Please?"
I don't like where this is going.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Yeah.
need... You know what? No, Jon Stewart, stay in retirement. I would like it if you came back, but only if you really want to.
Yeah.
You deserve your retirement. You've done enough. Somebody else needs to take up the mantle.
Deliver us the
Recently-
chosen one.
Yeah.
Alright. Recently watched Your Movie Sucks, like the first part of his Lion King review. Oof.
Oh, that was from a while ago.
Well, yeah, the second part's probably not going to be out till sometime next year, if that.
Yeah, what'd you think about it?
I mean, I knew that the remake was dog shit. I just didn't realize how bad it really is.
Oh yeah.
You know, like especially like on the audio side, where it's like there are like clear mic peaks, like all throughout the movie. And it's like this is fucking Disney. They just didn't give a shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds
John
about
Favreau
right.
didn't give a shit.
Nobody. It's not. It's their lawyers that are pitching them because they're trying to keep copyright for everything, so they have to make something with the property.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next year, Mickey Mouse becomes free domain.
Yeah. That's why Toho went with the fucking trademark system. It's like, no, Godzilla's ours. You can't take it away.
Yeah, no, copyright's fine. Disney constantly changing copyright law because they lobby to the government is not fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All the shit I want to do is illegal.
From what yeah, my mom has an old keychain, and it basically says, "Why is everything I love either illegal, immoral, or fattening?"
Nice.
That's great.
But yeah, Larry. From what I've seen,
I think the creator of a work should have ownership of it until they die. I don't think it should really extend past that. But I think while they're alive, they should have ownership over it. I think that's fine.
Yep. Well,
They
Disney's
should
been
not
a
see their
long
creation
time.
become perverted.
Yeah, there are some exceptions that I have to it.
Yeah. As I was going to say to Larry, apparently early critic reviews on the live-action Pinocchio have not been positive.
My sister says it's good, but she also says that Tom Hanks is a national treasure, so, you know, take that with a grain of salt.
Tom Hanks is a national treasure. Shut your whore mouth.
I like him as an actor.
Yeah, no, he's definitely a decent actor.
I ain't gonna say shit about his politics, but
I'm not even thinking about his politics.
I don't know about his politics. I don't care.
I'm talking about the time he spent with Epstein.
Oh.
yeah. Questionable.
Will
At
Smith
best.
is just black Tom Hanks.
I don't
That's
know
a hot
about
take.
that.
That's not fair to Will
I
Smith.
take it back. It's just something that came.
I don't know. Who do I like less in that scenario? Because I'll be honest, I don't really give a shit about Will Smith.
I was a big fan.
I used to
I
be
like-
a huge fan.
I enjoyed some of the stuff he was in, sure, but it's like Will Smith was never like, for me, a guy's like, oh, a Will Smith movie, I have to see that shit.
Yeah, not since Independence Day.
Yeah, that's been a long fucking time.
Yep.
I mean, Hancock was okay, I guess.
We'll
Hancock was
pretend
fun.
that was true.
It was a fun movie. Come on.
I Am Legend was fine.
It's just. a
I'll
remake
be
of
honest,
Omega
I Am
Man.
Legend is pretty good, except for the fact that it kind of seriously departs from the book.
Yeah.
But if you take it as a standalone movie where they kind of altered things to attempt to make it more palatable for the general audience and for movie film,
Well, as Jables
it's
mentioned,
fine.
like the Omega Man, like that movie was actually closer to the source material.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's my biggest issue with a lot of movies based on books. How close are you gonna?
Worst Will Smith movie, Larry? It's 7 pounds, Larry, and yeah, that film's pretty fucking insufferable.
I don't know. What was that other one he did? What was the one he did with his son? AE?
Oh God, After
After
Earth.
Earth? Yeah.
Directed by our good friend M. Night Shyamalan.
Holy
I
shit, they're
mean,
making a
I'd rather
Hancock
watch. I would rather watch 7 pounds.
too.
Don't get me wrong, I actually don't hate 7 pounds. It's a somewhat decent movie to watch once. It's not something you rewatch.
I mean, like, there is... After Earth is a weird fucking movie, man.
It could have been so much better. It's just the writing is it's horribly paced, and it's like all of a sudden out of nowhere, son becomes father.
Also, the fucking accents.
Yeah.
Oh, he's been in a producer in a lot of stuff. What are the
Yeah,
movies
that doesn't
he's
surprise me.
acted in?
Yeah, the wife wants to watch Pinocchio because my sister, who is one of her best friends, said that it's good. So at some point I'll watch Pinocchio. And I'm very trepidatious given Disney's track record with their live action remakes.
I haven't watched any of the live action remakes.
Yeah, like, I've heard that the Beauty and the Beast one was decent enough, and then it just went all downhill from there.
Yeah, no, Beauty and the Beast is actually pretty good. It does add stuff, but it's stuff that doesn't detract from the movie. It actually adds to it, for the most part.
Okay, I will stand up for another one, though. The Jungle Book wasn't terrible. It tells a different story
Oh, it definitely
than
does.
like the original Disney movie, but it was fine.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
some good performances in there.
Wasn't that the second one that they did after, or was that?
I think it was.
So yeah, it definitely
Yeah.
wasn't as good as Beauty and the Beast with Hermione Granger, whatever the fuck her name is.
Oh, Emma Watson.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jungle Book
Never
remake.
mind. I'm not gonna make that joke.
You got Ben Kingsley as Bagheera, which he was really good in the role. Idris Elba as Shere Khan. You have Bill Murray not giving a shit as Baloo.
Which is perfect for the character.
And then you have fucking Christopher Walken as King Louis.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was
And he
the
sings
worst.
the song. He sings the song himself.
That
and it was
was
fantastic.
the worst part of the movie, and yet I would watch that on loop for like 15 minutes. It's so bad, it's good.
Oh yeah, like the effects work for King Louis is awful.
Well,
It looks so bad.
Larry said it's at the age to stop remaking the good shit from my childhood. It like they're so good, just remaster stuff. Like
There's a difference between a
Improve the
remaster
coloring.
and a remake.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, as I said, like when we originally talked about this Pinocchio thing coming out, it's like, all of these live action movies are at an immediate disadvantage because the best that they can hope to be is unnecessary.
Larry,
There's so much
that's
more you can do
unfair.
with animation. That's the thing.
Larry, that's unfair. A remaster, an actual remaster, is the exact same story, the exact same gameplay, the exact same everything, except for upgraded graphics. That's all a remaster is.
Yeah, what George Lucas did was he added stuff. That's different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, did you guys hear the story about when the Library of Congress came to George Lucas to induct the original trilogy? And he tried to give them his remastered ones, and they're like, "No, we want the originals."
Yeah.
And they got into a fight over it.
Yeah. There's ways to do it, especially with like animated movies. It's more of like a recoloring thing to make things pop a little bit more.
Yeah, like remastering like hand-drawn animated films is an easier proposition.
Yeah, it's more of a
Yeah.
color correction thing.
Color correction, and sometimes you do have to add frames in between because they filmed it at something like 28 frames per second, and now they're having to up it to 30 or something along those lines.
Or even like fixing issues that they had when it came to like cell animation, which for those that don't know, it was they'd have a background and then they'd lay different sheets of the animation over, essentially.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And that's how the movie was made. But
and
with
those
that,
moving
you
backgrounds were literally just the same background. They just slowly they'd go a click on the wheel. Every shot would be another click.
Yeah.
So
And
that's why it'd
then-
be so incongruous to the actual walking animation.
But a lot of that comes with artifacts. Like if you watch old Scooby-Doo episodes, for example, like there's something that's supposed to be a part of the background, like a crate, but something's gonna pop out of it, and then that's like brighter than the rest of the background, so you can be like, oh, something's gonna happen there. So fix
Of
stuff
course,
like
yeah.
that when you remaster.
Chest of
it.
drawers.
Also,
the drawer
in the
that's gonna
case
move
of-
is a completely different color.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
it's
but, like-
brighter.
in the case of like Scooby-Doo and all those other shows, like Hanna-Barbera went cheap as fuck on all of their animation. Like if they could cut corners, they would.
It still worked out really well for him.
I'm only using it as an example because that's where you see it the most. Because they also had to produce them really fast. But you still see it in like Disney animated film from back in the day.
Yeah, like you also had so many like just reiterations of the same concept. Like, does anyone remember Jabberjaw?
Yeah, it's just it's instead of a dog, it's a shark.
Yeah, a cowardly talking shark that says
From Jersey.
Although the Hanna-Barbera Godzilla show was something. That was indeed something.
No, you're not a boomer, Larry. You're too young to be a boomer. You're a buzzkill. There's a difference. You're also a fucking starbird, I bet.
Yeah, filthy fucking starbirds.
Larry, when we're talking about remasters, I feel like you and I are talking past each other. With like what I think Rimshee, Sir, and I are on the same page, but I think
Well, yeah,
we're all
fucking
talking past each other with like what we're actually talking about. Like nothing really changes. Fix a little bit of the janky stuff, but keep it mostly janky.
Sharpen
like
everything
fucking-
that's there.
back in the 90s, Disney released several VHSs of their classic movies that were remasters.
Yeah. It was literally just like slight recoloring. Fixing some of the stuff like like I said earlier, like the drawer that's going to be opened, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, nowadays the word remaster gets abused, and it's really unfortunate.
Thanks, George Lucas.
Yeah, a remaster used to mean, yeah, we're just making it look better. There may be some minor code fixes that we would have done back in the day that would prevent these glitches from happening, that would make the game unplayable. But other than that, it's just graphics fixes.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, sometimes remasters go wrong.
Oh yeah.
A lot of times.
It's not the most egregious example, but one that I'm personally familiar with is Halo Anniversary, which is, it was sold as a remaster of Halo Combat Evolved. What they didn't tell anybody, though, is that it's not a remaster of the actual game, it's a remaster of the Gearbox PC port.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So there are some things that are not the same.
Yes, Larry.
They're absolutely not the
343.
same.
343 is an awful studio.
Fucking get rid of these
it's
people.
been
343 has taken a year to put out 2 maps in Halo Infinite. That's all they've succeeded in doing. Whereas other studios, other smaller studios with fewer employees and less of a budget can pump out 7, 8 maps, character customization packs, this, that, the other thing, and they'll have all that in 6 months.
Yeah, well, look at No Man's Sky. In like a year, they completely changed the game.
Well, hell, like even by comparison to Halo 5 Guardians, like Halo 5 Guardians, that multiplayer got a ton of support. Like,
absolutely true, Larry. Absolutely true, Larry.
Yeah,
they glitched the couch co-op.
Moist Critical and Asmongold have been talking a lot about how 343 is the worst game studio.
Actman has talked about it too.
One thing Asmongold brought up that a lot of people don't talk about is the CEO of 343, since they have taken over Halo and they keep releasing shitty Halo games, still keeps making the same decisions to keep making shitty games. And Asmongold has this theory: the reason why she's not booted out of the fucking company is because she's a woman and they don't want those options. Because it's already difficult for women in gaming.
She recently stepped down, though.
Oh, finally? How recently?
Yeah, she stepped down.
Because of family health issues, but...
That's different. That's taking a break.
But, you know, like, yeah, she's... It's not just her, it's like the entire upper management of 343 is fucking dog shit.
Yeah, what was it? Halo 2, like 6 or 7 months after they released it, they dropped like 10 more maps.
Yeah, something like that. Like, they had an entire fucking disc. You know, Halo 3 had multiple map packs. Halo Reach had a few map packs. Hell, even Halo 4 had a few. And as I said, Halo 5 got tons of fucking, like, content after launch. Well, it released fucking broken, but at least they supported it.
I stopped with the Halos after Halo 4.
Yeah, I didn't even finish Halo 4.
I played Halo 4. I bought it off of a buddy I was working with. So he's like, yeah, I've played it. I'm done with it. I was like, oh, it's Halo. Like, Halo's a fun game. Why would you be done with it? And then I played through the storyline. I was like, this is linear as fuck.
Yeah, I haven't even finished Halo 4. It was a waste of money.
Skull's complaining about a clicking noise. Does anybody else hear that? I don't.
I don't hear a clicking noise.
That's weird.
But yeah. Halo 4 was the last Halo game that I played. And I don't anymore. Out of all the Halo titles, it's probably my least played.
Yeah, I haven't played anything after Halo 4, and I didn't even finish Halo 4, so.
Because
the clicking
it's
is
such
the,
a shift.
Hold on, the clicking that's a snare drum with the background music.
Oh.
Dum dums.
Yeah, you guys have to remember that we can't hear that. Yeah, man. Fucking. They've had this series now for over a decade. And they've squandered it at every opportunity.
Yeah. Which sucks because it was such a good series.
They need
to stop giving them chances.
They were handed a solid intellectual property that all they really had to do was hire a writer who understood it and keep doing roughly the same thing, and it would have been okay for a while longer. Nope. Completely fuck with it, completely leave out features left and right till the point that they can't even manage features.
Add features nobody wanted.
Well,
they can't even put in features that were commonplace in the early 2000s. It's absurd.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like one of the main features that made Halo, split screen campaign co-op, they fucking axed it again.
Yep.
You know,
as Actman said in his video, you fucking lied to me.
Yeah.
You lied to me. Again.
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing Bethesda having all their glitches in their games and relying on the modders to make their games good. It's a whole other thing to say,
now.
Huh?
Except they hate the modders now.
Yeah,
of course they do, because the modders take away from their money by providing a service that they don't.
Creation Club was essentially a fuck you to the modding community.
Well, it's not the first time they've introduced Creation Club. It's been, at best, a failure each time. It's made the money, but it's, at best, a failure each time.
What's the fucking new one that's supposed to be coming? Starfield? Is that what it's called?
Starfield. That's gonna have Creation Club, but, I don't expect a lot for it.
Well, I have no expectations for Starfield to begin with because it's still built using the fucking Creation Engine.
Yeah.
Which is ancient at this point.
It needs to be replaced. And
I mean, like, the engine was old when they built Skyrim on it. It was really showing its age in Fallout 76. I mean, Fallout 4. Fallout 76 was just a complete disaster.
Yeah. The fact that they're still using it is simultaneously surprising and one of the most Bethesda things I've ever heard.
Yeah, like YGK and W, I'm glad you had fun playing Halo 4 with your nephew. That's fun.
Yeah, we're not talking shit about people who enjoyed it. We're talking shit about 343.
Yeah, we're talking shit about, like, game design and stuff like that. Because I'm pretty sure I played Halo 4 on hard. And I'm pretty sure if I played it on easy, I could have, because of how linear it is, I could have beaten that game without shooting anybody except for bosses.
Yeah. I beat the game on Legendary, and there are just, like, there are good chunks where, like, as long as you know the map, you can just kind of skip encounters. It's like, I don't want to do this.
Well, it's not even knowing the map. A lot of the game, you're just running along a trail because you can't go anywhere.
Yeah. Fucking,
also
the Prometheans are fucking irritating as shit.
Halo has always been fairly linear, but it's fairly linear in a way that doesn't feel as linear as it actually is.
Yeah, there's room to explore. It's like Zelda Ocarina of Time. Linear game, but lots of places to explore. Still. Yeah,
like they give you sandboxes to play in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, no, it's not quite like Ocarina of Time, because Ocarina of Time, you could go anywhere at any point.
Yeah, Y2K, we're not poo-pooing you playing on easy or anything like that. Let's be very clear. Like,
You were
Yeah,
playing on
yeah.
easy? Okay.
yeah, you're playing on easy with your 8-year-old nephew.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
If
totally
it
Yeah,
was
like,
just
that's,
you, we
that's
might.
actually really cool. Way to be a good uncle.
If it was just you who was playing on easy, we might be jokingly making fun of you. But you
But
had an
even then,
8-year-old
you also
there.
say that you suck at first-person shooters, so whatever.
Yeah.
Play on
Yeah,
whatever difficulty you want.
Like I said, we
That's-
might jokingly make fun of you if it was just you, but we also don't care. If you enjoyed the game, that's the important thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played all the Halo games up to 4. And I still, myself, have not completed a legendary run on Halo 2.
Yeah.
I've beaten all the
Yeah,
other ones
Larry-
on legendary, but not
Larry
2.
brought up the critical. Which was
Yeah, that
fucking
one,
insane.
that dude beat the entirety of Halo 2 on legendary and didn't die once.
Oh no, it was worse
Fucking
than that.
mad lad.
It was worse.
Oh yeah,
than
it
that.
was Lazo, wasn't it? It was fucking Lazo.
Yeah. And it was. Except for Envy, he couldn't have Envy on.
Yeah, that was the only one.
Because that was the only skull that gave you a perk, essentially.
Yeah.
And then yeah, weren't there other No, I think that was it.
Yeah, beat Halo 2 on Lazo without getting killed.
Yeah.
Fucking madman.
It took him like a month and a half to do it. And he was streaming for like 8 hours every day.
Yeah. A lot of it, when it comes to Halo 2, is just kind of learning where all the enemies are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which he learned, and like other people popped in that had like never played Halo before, and they found some exploits, and that helped him. They were like, "Hey, we got an exploit for you." Because he was able to beat Tartarus because he managed to glitch a Banshee into the final room. Yeah, Jackals kind of suck, but you know. I thought that said "fuck Jables" for a second. I was about to get pissed off.
Oh yeah, because like even Bungie admitted later that they overtuned the difficulty on Halo 2.
Yeah,
they're like,
but that's kind of what made it.
We
fun.
went too far with it.
I mean, I don't know.
There's
Cuphead
no
being
such
difficult.
thing as going too far on a difficulty if it's the hardest difficulty.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like there's there's hard, like a challenge, and then there's unfair.
Yeah,
and a lot of those sections with the sniper jackals are unfair.
The hardest
Yeah, but
difficulty
if you're
should
playing on
always be
Legendary-
unfair.
You want to be a legend, you have to beat it.
Well, I
That's
mean,
the whole
like,
point of legendary.
for
is to be a
example, like,
legend.
I think that the legendary difficulty on the first game is just about perfectly balanced. It's like, yeah, it's gonna be a fucking... You're gonna get your ass kicked. But as long as you know the mechanics and use them well, you can beat the game.
I also don't give a shit. There's easier difficulties. If you can't handle legendary, then you can't handle legendary. That's all that there is to it.
Yeah, I'll stand by my statement that if what the hell? Okay, no, it is lighting up.
I haven't beaten any of the Halo games on legendary.
Yeah, no,
I said,
I've beaten
beat
Halo
it.
1 on legendary.
I said, of the ones I played, I've beaten every single one of them solo on legendary except 2. I could probably do 2. I just haven't gotten around to it.
I could probably do it, but I was more into Halo for like the multiplayer, playing with my friends.
Yeah.
So
I mean, like, for me, like, the base difficulty that I play on for Halo games is heroic. I always start on heroic.
Any game I play, there are a few exceptions, but for the most part, I always start on normal because that's the intent. That is usually considered the intended difficulty that the developers had in mind.
Yeah, with the exception of Halo. With Halo, like, the developers, like, they even say it, like, it even says it in the description on the difficulties in the game. on heroic, it's like this is how Halo is meant to be played.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said normally.
But I'll start on normal, get a good feel for the game, and then sometimes I'll
Yeah,
crank
if
it
I
up.
feel like it's too easy, I'm absolutely bumping that shit up. I have very rarely bumped it down to easy,
Yeah,
but there have been a few.
I've done that with a couple games that I was like more about the storyline than the gameplay.
Yeah, agreed.
Or it was like I was really little, and it's like, fuck, this sucks.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I completely forgot. I can't believe I did. Not that long ago, I actually managed to beat Dead Space 2 on hardcore.
Nice.
And that was a bit of a bastard. Because you have to beat the entire game, and you can only save 3 times.
I've been looking for a new game to play. I keep scrolling through all my games on my Switch, and I'm just like not in.
My sister's boyfriend just got me Half-Life Alexa. So I think I'm gonna try that out soon. But I've been playing a lot of No Man's Sky lately.
Yeah.
Wait, Half-Life Alex? Is that what
Yeah,
you
that
meant
one.
to say?
What did I say?
Alexa.
Fuck. Yeah, Half-Life Alex.
Yeah, that's another issue I have is people that have an issue with like the Dark Souls games because they're too hard. It's like, well, they made a game, just don't play it.
Oh, kind of like kind of like Quantum's dog shit Elden Ring video.
Yeah. Yeah. That's still rattling around in my brain. That's kind of why I brought it up.
Yeah, that motherfucker, man.
Why that mother isn't banned yet, I have no fucking idea. I'm not like for people being banned, but he blatantly has broken the rules.
Yeah.
And it's not like he's a massive creator or anything.
Well, just the fact that, like, not even just the fact that he's been breaking rules, it's like the entire time that this channel has existed, he's been ban evading. Because he was banned
allegedly.
previously.
There's been some evidence that he hasn't necessarily been banned. So.
But yeah, it's like, fucking Act Man got completely fucked over by YouTube. Nothing's happened to Quantum.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. It's like some, it's like some sort of op. I don't know.
Well,
something's weird.
There are multiple creators that have been coming out recently, and big creators too. Markiplier, Jacksepticeye. They're just like, yeah, the YouTube system's fucked. There is definitely a culture of favoritism with this company.
Oh yeah, well there was that one guy that came out with YouTube's racist or something like that, or YouTube might be racist because he showed the exact same stuff that Markiplier did, and they gave him like a community guideline strike.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think the title of it was like racism or favoritism.
Yeah, and there's definitely favoritism. There's no doubt about it. Twitch has the same problem. Like Twitch could nuke our account and there would be no push.
Yeah. Like, speaking of like companies, like we were talking about 343, pretty much the entire upper management of YouTube has to go too.
Didn't Wabberjockey just step down?
Wojcicki?
Yeah.
I don't know if Susan stepped down. I hadn't heard anything.
Thought I saw something about that.
I mean, she should step down. She's fucking dog shit at her job.
She won't.
Yeah, the other problem is like, remember
Larry
when
is getting
she
whiskey.
like met with all those different creators and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
She met with some of like the wrong people, honestly, in my personal opinion. They're large creators and stuff, but I don't think Ethan Klein has anything to really
Ugh.
of value for
Ugh.
how YouTube should be run.
Ethan shouldn't be consulted on running anything.
Yeah, maybe consult Ethan back when he was going through his lawsuit, that fair use lawsuit.
Yeah.
Consult that Ethan, but
Which
don't
I'm glad
consult
he
current
won.
Ethan.
He needed to win that case.
Yeah, it's a landmark case that's constantly being used still to this day.
Yeah. Yeah. Current day, fuck Ethan Klein. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, he fucking sucks.
Moist Critical met with her.
Yeah,
He
but
made
she
a
didn't
video
listen to
on it.
anything that he had to say.
Well, yeah, that's why he put out videos. It's like all the things you told me that like were in the pipeline or like that you would be helping us with. I've seen none of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is really frustrating, because like I think Moist Critical has a pretty good outlook on how YouTube should work.
Mm-hmm. Hell, he was the judge in Actman's video against Quantum. So that was
Yeah,
fun.
exactly.
Of course, you know,
Yeah, Skull, you shouldn't take naps for more than 30 minutes. Otherwise, it fucks all your shit up.
Yeah.
You go too deep into the REM.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got into a bad habit for a while of like napping during the afternoon.
Yeah, I did that for a bit. Like, I'd take a nap after work.
Like when your sleep cycle is already hit or miss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, doesn't help matters.
Yeah, honestly, it's easier to stay awake. You just gotta power through a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
4 hours or nothing. 4 hours minimum.
Yeah. Stick to between 10 to 30 minutes, 3 to 4 hours, or
Oh.
just get a full night's sleep.
Larry, whiskey straight, no ice. Pro tip: run the tap till it gets cold. Put just a little bit in there. I'm talking just a little bit.
Yeah.
It'll help a lot. It's a game changer.
thought that was only a Scotch thing.
It is a Scotch thing, but Scotch is also a form of whiskey. It helps with whiskey.
Well, yeah, but like, you know, I don't know if it would have the same effect for like bourbon or like an Irish whiskey.
What you're trying to do more is you're trying to cut down the bite a little bit.
Mm.
And since he has whiskey straight and no ice, that's why I said to run it till it's cold. And
Yeah.
help cool it down a little bit and help dilute it slightly so that you take out the bite and you still get more of the flavor note.
Yeah, let it breathe a bit.
Yeah.
Of course.
I don't just drink a lot.
Rimshee's being
about drinking.
suspiciously silent on this one.
Huh?
I said Rim.
He's got like a kid and stuff. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why you add a little bit of water. It'll cut. I'm talking a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
of water.
talking droplets.
Yeah.
I just imagine like Rimshee, because he's kind of a Scotch guy. He's just like silently listening to everything we say, waiting to jump in. It's like, no, that's incorrect.
Rimshee and I have had like an hour-long conversation about Scotch, so I don't know what you're
Fact.
talking about. Huh?
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I drink a lot, and I know a lot about drinking. Yeah.
God damn it, bites, he says.
Where were we?
Well, we still need a title for tonight's show.
Nerd shit.
Probably.
Exclamation point in place of the I. Well, no, it was double ungay for 2 weeks. This is a third week. You know what? Make it triple ungay.
No, we're just gonna go with nerd shite.
Oh yes, I can definitely smell shite. I did watch Drinker's video though.
The one I sent you?
Yeah.
I have to remember which one I sent.
Oh, you know, like why modern movies suck. They hate their fans.
Yeah, they hate their own fans? Yes. That was, Here, I'm gonna drop it in the chat.
Yeah, this,
So you guys can check it out. Essentially, the synopsis of the video is they're purposefully doing things to create outrage so that it gets more publicity and more people end up watching it.
Yeah. Fan baiting is what
Yeah.
Drinker ends up calling it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they're deliberately trying to piss fans of these franchises off to draw attention to their products.
Yeah. And then they can just dismiss them as hating women or homophobic.
Yeah,
or whatever.
racist, misogynist, trolls, Russian bots, whatever they want to claim.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's not gonna
it's-
matter the criticism. Because of
it's
how
free
they're baiting it.
marketing.
Because of how they're baiting it, 1 or 2 people at a minimum are gonna see it and go, well, this is dumb because of reason that we're putting this in the first place.
Yeah.
And give them all the ability to completely disavow all criticism.
Yeah, and the whole thing was like Ghostbusters was the first one to like really do it.
Yeah, that was the
Movie
first
sucked.
major example.
There were smaller
Movie
examples
sucked.
prior
you
to
just
that,
don't
but
like it because you hate women.
yeah, well, there were examples.
Well, you
prior
had
to
the
that.
director of the film come out and tell people not to go and see it.
Yeah.
Like, this movie isn't for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there were prior examples, but most of those were much smaller scale. Ghostbusters was the first large-scale version.
I
We'll
still
go
haven't
with-
watched it, by the way.
I
haven't watched it either. I was told not to watch it because it's for women.
Oh.
So, I watched Paul and TJ watch it. So I
Okay.
basically was watching it along with them. And I chuckled like once. It was a
I'm sure-
miserable fucking movie to sit through.
I'm sure I'd chuckle more than once because I'd be able to see what they were going for. That thought alone would make me laugh. Like I laugh at bad comedy specials. I'm like, oh, you should have gone this way instead of that way, and then I make myself laugh. Um,
Who was the
So-
one
Yeah, like,
person? Was
there
it
are
Leslie
bad
Jones?
comedies, and then there's like Ghostbusters 2016, where it's like a comedy vacuum.
It's a comedy without any comedy.
yeah, Rimshee, what were you saying?
Who was it? Leslie Jones that was getting...
Leslie Jones.
Yeah, she was supposedly, and you know, I'm sure there was some of it, but she was supposedly getting a shit ton of hate because she's black. But no one had a problem with the black guy in the being in the original Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, having watched this, like, no, the reason why Leslie Jones got a lot of hate directed to her is because she's loud, obnoxious, and not funny.
And only some of that is on her own fault. There's definitely plenty of it that's because of the writers. Or lack of writers.
Oh no, like
Leslie
it
Jones is
came
fine.
out later. It came out later that they essentially did not write dialogue for this film.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Lack of writers.
Like, they ad-libbed basically everything, and it shows.
There are certain movies you could get away with, but you're talking a movie that's like Airplane or something. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head, but that sort of genre of movie where you can get away with having the ad lib. Anything where you had Robin Williams in it and you just needed him to do a rant for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, like his like Good Will Hunting when he was talking to Will about how his wife farted in his sleep.
Yeah.
In her sleep. Yeah, like that was all improv, but it
Mhm.
worked for the character.
Yep. Because it was Robin Williams becoming the character.
And it was
And
Robin
then
Williams
talking as if he's the character. You gotta have the right person to do the ad lib. And that's
Yeah.
not a male or female thing. I don't know of any cases, but I guarantee there are plenty of cases out there of women ad-libbing lines or being told, hey, just go for it in this one section, and it turning out perfectly fine, if not fantastic, because they're the right person for that role, and they have the right mentality for the character.
No, here's a great example. They don't write dialogue for Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah.
They have basic talking points, and all the women on that show are great.
You know, like, one of my favorite lines, it's like, it's a great line. It's one of the greatest lines in sci-fi, but I just love it in general. Rowdy Roddy Piper in They Live. You know, his famous quote when he walks into the bank and says, you know, I have come here to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of bubble gum. That was not in the script.
Yeah. Could you imagine if the three of us were cast in a movie and we were told to ad-lib?
Christ.
What it would devolve into is things that I cannot say on Twitch, for one.
Mm-hmm.
Two, things that I could say in a movie, but it would get an NC-17 rating.
Oh yeah, it would degenerate so quickly.
Yeah. By the way, little peek behind the curtain for everybody. Rimshee and I are left-handed. I don't know if Sir is left-handed or not.
Does it matter?
I'm just curious.
I plead the fifth.
Okay, so he's right-handed. But like before the show, we were trying to come up with a good slur for right-handed people. You can't put that anywhere. That's
Yeah.
that's not something that you can just like.
And me, the fucking right-handed person, has the best working one so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you got to know yourself. You know.
I have a left-handed sister.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And I have a black friend. What's your point? Yeah.
Lefty supremacy.
No. We live in a right supremacist society, okay?
Yeah, down with right supremacy.
Yeah.
God damn it. Pov's left-handed too?
Yeah.
Yep.
I suddenly feel very alone.
Yeah.
The wife's right-handed, don't worry.
Yeah, but Miss Rimshee's not on the show.
That's not my fault.
Well, kinda. You keep her in the kitchen all day, barefoot and pregnant. Ooh, I like Dexter's. Yeah, there we go. This is the fight I wanted. Righties versus lefties. Let's fucking go. Y2K and W? Yeah, you're in the club.
No fucking Starbirds allowed.
Yeah, Starboards. I do
Right
like
there!
that.
Right there!
That was
Pavros.
Sirs. That was Sirs.
Yeah, Starbirds. That's the one that I
credit for
use.
that. Yeah, fucking Starboards.
Filthy fucking Starbirds.
Yeah, my mom would have grown up left-handed had the school not beat her into being a right-handed person.
Exactly. Our people have been oppressed.
Yep.
Also, you misspelled right, Pav.
Getting a lefty hand job is sad if the person's not a lefty. How dare you? Are you left phobic, Larry?
Don't make Jables give you a hand job.
Yeah. I honestly, I'm better with my right. That's my job.
You lied to me. Klingon, you're cross-dominant. Pick a side, you fucking fence sitter.
All right, but Larry, you were beaten by a right-handed person. I'm sorry that you had to go through. You should.
At least they don't burn you as a witch for it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, they only beat you, and you have to stay alive and live with it.
Closeted lefty.
Larry's a closeted lefty.
Yeah, and that is legitimately fucked, Pop. That is legitimately fucked.
All right, everybody in the chat, put a left-handed emoji. Oh no, you can't, because all the emojis are right-handed.
They can't keep getting away with this!
It's all the same shit. Good for you, Larry. I'm glad you can bait to this shit.
I'm pretty sure my son's left-handed.
Good. Make sure nobody takes that away from you. You know, you should force your son to be left-handed. Sorry, that's too far.
He will grab and hold shit with his left hand until he wants to inspect it. Then he moves it to his he grabs and holds shit with his left hand, and then when he wants to inspect it, he moves it to his right hand and is messing with it with his left as he's looking at it.
Okay.
So I'm pretty
Stabilizing.
sure he's left-handed.
Yeah.
Now he's in the army and uses bow. So he's beaten into a fence sitter, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, I found out when I broke my left arm that I could use my right hand. Kind of pissed me off.
I tried to write with my right hand the other day, and it looked like someone shoved a cattail up a pigeon's ass.
Yeah, I could never write with my right hand, but when I broke my left arm and I could no longer write with that, all of a sudden I could write with my right hand just fine. The brain's a mysterious thing.
Yeah, like I just tried to, I just tried holding a pen in my left hand, and it feels so fucking unnatural.
Yeah.
It's just like, that doesn't feel right at all.
Well, when I broke my left arm, I thought it was gonna be awesome. Like somebody else would have to write everything for me, take notes for me and stuff like that. And then I tried writing with my right hand. I could. Fuck. God damn it.
Yeah,
I
You should have faked it, then.
I got stitches
I
on my
couldn't-
left hand one time, and it was exceedingly painful to write, but I could still do it. Well, I was in middle school at the time, and one of my classmates just was like, no, give me the pen, I'll fucking write your notes for you.
I know, Pop. I literally just...
She was a cutie at the time, too.
I picked up a pen with my left hand and went to put it to a piece of paper. It's just like, okay, how do I do this?
Yeah, well, that's because whether you're right-handed or left-handed, it's a different writing style. So if you're left-handed, you do more of a pull when you're writing. When you're right-handed, you do more pushing.
Yeah.
Ballpoint pens are leftist. And that's like racist against the left-handed people. Leftist, yeah. That's going to get confusing when it comes to...
They're handist.
Yeah, they're handist. Ballpoint pens are made to be used with right-handed people.
Yeah.
I found that out in middle school when like a pen wasn't working. And somebody else grabbed the same pen and it worked just fine for them with their beautiful right hand.
They can be. I use I tend to like erasable pens, and they work pretty decently because they have to be able to flow well enough.
That's
most
another
pens-
thing, Pop. Also, most firearms.
Yeah, I talked with the Rimshee about this. It's like I don't like the casings flying by my face with you.
I
He's
actually
like, "You'll
have
get
never
used to
had
it."
an issue with that.
It's just the idea. That's the ejection point. So it's just the idea
Yeah.
alone about it is.
There are
just
very
Well,
few
okay,
firearms
look
that have
at-
ambidextrous ejection.
Look at it this way. When you're dealing with a firearm, if you're just shooting, sports shooting, hunting, something like that, chances are you're never going to move away from your dominant side when shooting. If you're in actual combat, or you're in a 3-gun competition, or something a lot more high speed, low drag, you have the potential to be swapping left, right, left, and you'll have to learn how to shoot with both sides. So even righties will have the same issue of the ejection cartridges coming across their face if they're swapping to their weak side shooting.
Yeah, like I don't necessarily have
Yeah.
an issue of it. It's just every time I think of going shooting, just
Right.
the cartridge just
A lot of
flying-
soldiers had to
instead of
get
flying
around
away
that.
from me, it's flying across me. Just
Right.
always is like it's like
Like
that's
urban
good.
combat situations, having to shoot around walls.
You know.
can't always use your dominant side.
Yeah. No, Pav, we were talking about this earlier. Binders and spiral notebooks, sure. Scissors are a big problem. I don't know how scissors can be certain-handed. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. With how they
Yeah.
work. But it's a thing. Commemorative, like, coffee mugs that you might have a cartoon on it or something.
Yeah, because I've used scissors with my left hand before and didn't have any issues. It's a pair of scissors.
There are a majority of scissors now are ambidextrous, but a majority of scissors used to be right-handed.
That's strange.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, Larry, is that a lot of the time, you know, like your dominant eye will also correspond with which hand you're dominant with.
Mm-hmm.
Except in my case, like I'm right-handed, but before I had my vision corrected, my right was actually slightly weaker than my left.
Well, dominant eye and dominant hand can be on different sides. Like, I think technically I'm right eye dominant, but I'm left-handed.
Yeah. I said, you know, like there's a tendency with the dominant eye to correspond with the dominant hand, but it's not always the case. What about Y2K, Bob?
It's not necessarily normal, Pav, but it's not uncommon.
Yeah. By the way, just to reiterate, we are looking for slurs against right-handed people. Send those to me at Jables.
Yeah, so if you come up with something creative.
Or DM me in Discord.
Also, since we're equal opportunity, feel free to come up with ones for lefties. Southpaw's not really a slur.
Yeah. That's just a dope-ass fighting style.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Alright. Have a good one.
another cool one for left-handed people is like you could call them Jimmys or Hendrix. Because he was a left-hand guitarist that played a right-handed guitar upside down. Because he was that much of a badass.
Cobain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why don't you Cobain yourself, you fucking lefty? I
make sure
don't
to
mean
use
any
both
of this.
barrels.
I'm just trying to get a feel for how it sounds, you know, when I say it. The importance of a good slur is like the mouth. It's like a good swear word, like fuck. It's got a good mouth. Cunt. Another good mouth. You know, shit. Fun to say. It hits certain sounds. It's got a good. You guys know what I'm talking about.
God damn it!
Ninja.
Yeah.
The other word I can't say on Twitch.
Mhm.
All good mouth feels for when you say it. It's got like a force to it. You know?
Yeah, that word that rhymes with maggots.
Yes. One of my favorite words.
Oh yeah. Great word.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not giving it up either.
I think our audience can figure it out.
Yeah.
I missed that because the neighbor was texting me.
Okay.
None of my neighbors text me. Then again,
thing.
they're closer to me.
My neighbor is pretty damn close, but it's still a property line away. But the main difference is that out here there actually has to be somewhat of a community, because you're a half hour from any actual city.
Yeah. Larry, close. Don't try to get there, though.
Yeah.
Wait. No.
Don't do it.
Yeah, Pav just posted what I was going to say. Probably Pav. Probably delete that.
Everyone had the
just-
exact same thought.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah, I realized it too. It's just like, mm-mm.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, that particular word has a different connotation in the BDSM community, so.
Yeah. Now, if we could extend
And
do
in
like an
construction,
eye,
don't forget construction.
do like a
that too.
rye, maybe. Yeah, Pav, look at who's in the chat. Nobody really gives a shit.
Yeah.
There's a reason
We
we
get-
don't show chat on screen.
We got all the shitlords here tonight.
Yeah. So, Pav, are you gonna start your stream anytime soon?
I mean, I don't know, Y2K. Bundle, like, whenever I hear the word bundle, it makes me think of combo meals.
Whenever I hear bundle, I also think of the word that rhymes with maggot.
Yeah. It's a bundle of something, that's for sure.
Okay. Well, like I said, DM me your slurs for right and left-handed people. Oh, hey, Addy.
Hi.
What?
Eddie!
Oh. There's an Addy on the show.
We're thinking of new slurs.
Yeah, specifically for right-handed people.
She left.
Ah, damn it.
I got a DM.
That's all on you.
Yeah, well, she didn't give me a second to fucking explain.
Yeah.
You gotta lead with that with Addy, man.
I was working on it.
You worked very
No.
hard.
You followed with it. You didn't lead with it.
What? Was I supposed to do the boring thing and go, hey, we're talking about right-handed and left-handed people. We're thinking of new slurs. No.
No,
That's
no,
not
you
funny
you
enough.
no, you go. Hey, Addy. What's a slur for right-handed people?
Okay.
Yeah, that would have been a way to set it up.
I think the way I did it was.
Oh, it would have been funnier, but but you also have to take into account that it's Addy.
Yeah, that's fair. I just DM'd her.
Hi.
Bad.
Hey, welcome back. I should have prefaced that we were talking about right-handed and left-handed people.
Yeah.
My God, Jables.
Addy should be used to shit like this by now.
That doesn't mean you should go off willy-nilly.
That's fair. Larry's even telling me to behave. Maybe I should.
Yeah,
So, Eddie, what's
that's
up?
bad, Jables.
Nothing really. Kind of stopped packing for the night, and I saw you guys were live. I haven't
Okay.
stopped in a bit, so.
Yeah,
well,
how's packing going?
I think we're just
I
on for a
don't-
bit more, but
Yeah. There's a lot more to do, and I want to die, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, when are you moving?
October 2nd.
Nice.
Yep.
It's my buddy Carl's birthday. Shout out to Carl.
Oh,
I do not know you, Carl,
Yeah.
but many happy returns.
I'm not
Addie,
gonna say
Larry
anything 'cause I
Larry
don't
missed
know.
you a lot. He asked about you quite a bit.
Oh, hi, Larry. Okay, so I heard there's rumors that I left the show because I hate Jables.
Yeah.
no,
That happens.
it's because she hates me.
I keep
fucking
telling
ruined my
people
punchline. I was gonna say no. I left because I hate Rimshee. No, it's just
Yeah, he knew you were going to say that. He just beat you to it.
yeah.
As evidence of why.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. No further explanation needed. No. So to hear it from me, because I feel like if anyone else tries to explain it for me, they'll, like, won't be taken seriously about it or anything. Because I hear about it a bunch for whatever reason. But like, no, I left the show for like a couple of reasons. One is, I don't know if you guys heard of a certain forum that got nuked. It's always been a fear of mine that if I got well known enough as a trans person, I'd be a target for them. So that was a big reason of why, like, when the show started picking up, I was like, all right, this has been fun. I'm gonna get out of here. Just about as much. I kind of wanted to distance myself from the sense of humor that the show was taking on. It's not really for me. And
It's
I
all your
was
fault, Jables.
no.
Yeah, I know.
But like,
We're still gonna blame him.
yeah,
Hey,
I
am. Oh wait.
I was invited to the show to like join the show like after the fact. So I didn't want to be like, hey guys, I'm not a big fan of the type of comedy we do here. Can we maybe change it for me? No, I figured I joined later, and I don't want to shake things up just for my comfort. So I decided to part ways with the show. I don't dislike anyone on the show. Jables and I are still really good friends. Rimshee can jump off a fucking building for all I care.
I did the other day.
But the reality is,
And yet here you are.
I'm problematic.
Yeah, that really is it. Like, Jables is a little edgy for my liking,
Yeah.
and it was making me a
in
little
public spheres
uncomfortable.
at least.
Yeah, it was making me a little bit uncomfortable. And it's not that I don't want to be associated with Jables. I love Jables. I'll defend Jables. It's just there's some problematic humor that I don't really get on, and instead of being like the token SJW of the group, I figured I would just bounce. I didn't want to make drama about it. I didn't want to make a big deal out of it. But apparently some people think I left because Jables is a piece of shit to me or something. I don't know.
Basically, you didn't want to be the person sitting there, it's like, well, I didn't think that was funny.
Yeah, I didn't want to be a fucking buzzkill.
Wait,
you know?
like when you popped in and said, "Hey, we're coming up with new slurs."
Yeah, I was gonna come back the whole time. Like you guys
That makes
know
it
me. That
even
was
better.
That was a perfect opportunity for me to bounce. You
Yeah.
know that.
It was the funniest option. I
Yeah,
will give you
so
that.
Yeah, and the reason I didn't immediately come back was I looked at my desk and realized that my glass of water was empty, so I went and got water, and then I came back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but that's why I DM'd you too. I was like, ah, shit, I kind of fucked that up.
No, like, Like the fact that even accidentally, as you said, you went to go get water. It's like they just kind of added to it though. It's like, well, there goes Jables proving what Addie's getting ready to come on here and say. Nice job, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I've been telling you guys, Addie and I are still good friends.
Yeah, there was never a point, like, at all where, like, Jables and I didn't, like, talk to each other or like, didn't like each other or anything. I just...
Hell,
Jables and
those
I
two
are-
have probably been talking more to each other lately than me and you have.
Yeah, honestly, it's been so fucking long since I sat down and had a combo with you and our friends. I just been so fucking busy, and then my job was like, LOL, get fucked. And
then
Yeah.
packing and
yeah,
life comes at you fast.
it really do be like that.
Or in my case, life is really fucking slow.
Thanks, Ferris Bueller.
Yeah. Anyway, everyone.
Hey,
everyone
just 'cause
will
I
have
got
to
a
stop
day
in the show
off.
and hang out with me.
Like I
for-
said, hope you good is all.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, it's just stress, but it's gonna be worth it.
Yeah, once the move's over, I think you're gonna have a big old sigh of relief.
Yeah, already
Yeah.
got a job. Just gotta find a place to live. I'm staying with some friends.
Staying with Scup for a bit?
No, Scup is flying me out though. Scup cashed in a bunch of Sky Miles for me.
Yeah,
And got
he
me
does
in-
that. He's good.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a sweet.
yeah,
guy.
he is. Yeah, and he also got me a job. Like I had an over Discord job interview with my new boss yesterday. He was like, "Yeah, whenever you get in."
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Scup's
Yeah.
good people. If anyone talks shit about Scup with any actual seriousness, yeah, you better be ready. But
yeah.
It's Rimshee coming for you.
Never talk shit about Scup in front of me.
oh no, you can talk shit, just not with any seriousness.
Yeah.
He's a big boy. He can defend himself from jokes. But if anyone talks hate with any actual seriousness, oh no, it's go time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Rimshee can disguise himself as a yard gnome.
Yeah.
Why would I do that? That's too obvious. Go for the
Yeah, you're right.
waterfall.
Everybody suspects the gnomes.
I can just call you names and dismantle you. So,
you could try.
anyways, Addie, you came in at a strange time because it's the end of the show.
Oh well. I guess maybe that's the best time for me to come in. I guess.
Maybe.
Cap things
Who
off.
knows?
I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. We
Anyways.
didn't really have an outro plan, so works for me.
Yeah.
No.
We never
Thank you,
do.
everybody. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I appreciate it.
Yeah. The rumors of the death of Jables and I friendship are greatly exaggerated.
Yeah.
As in entirely
Although-
bullshit.
Yeah.
Leaving the show because of me is
Yeah.
not entirely untrue.
If you want to look at it that way,
He wants
you
to
wanna look
claim
at-
that because
I
he's
just-
a weirdo.
Yeah.
you have a style of comedy that I don't really care for.
Which is totally
I'm-
fair.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not enough of a problem that I want to get up in your face about it and be like, Jables, you're a problematic asshole. Fuck you, you piece of shit. I was just like, no, you know what? You guys had this thing going. I got added onto it after the fact. And if I'm going to have a problem with the direction it's going, I think the most amenable thing I can do is just be like, look, I'm the odd one out here. I'm just going to quietly and politely take my leave. That's all.
Yeah.
Besides,
We-
And,
Jables is problematic for other reasons.
Yeah. There was never any drama. There was never any drama about it at all. It was just like, hey guys, I'm not really feeling the tone of the show anymore. I think I'm going to leave. And everyone was like, okay, cool. And that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're always
Also,
welcome back.
quick little fun fact for the audience. It was actually Addie that recommended me to Rimshee and Jables.
Yeah, well, I think you're a good
Everyone
fit. You
makes
make a pretty good
mistakes.
straight man.
Fuck you too, Rimshee.
I was gonna say that like I felt you'd make a pretty good straight man to like foil off of Rimshee and Jables, but like
As weird as that is.
I can't think of like any more anyone that's more of the definition of a straight man than Rimshee. Like he's so painfully hetero and unfunny.
Yeah, all I bring to the show is I just get angry.
That was kind of my role. I would like read copy and then get like irrationally upset about the formatting.
Yeah.
So
Anyways, thank you everybody for tuning into the show. We're gonna
Advance
to the rear
to
now.
the rear. Yeah.
Yeah, we're finally rating them.
Yeah, have a good one.
It's
everybody.
only
Join
been
us next
23 minutes.
week. Yeah, well, we went a little long. We got into deep conversation about slurs.
Yeah, here we are telling Pav, it's like, go start your fucking show, Pav. And now he's probably sitting there, it's like, where is everybody?
Well, no, he had
feel
already
so
started his show. He was just
lonely.
sitting waiting for us to raid.
All right, we're going to go
Alright,
ahead and raid and get out of here.
Yeah, come back, same time, same place. Follow me on Twitter at JablesBoogly.
don't follow
DM
me
me your
on this
slurs for left-handed people and right-handed people.
Send them in. We want to hear them. All right, everyone, we're raiding now. Have a good night.
Starboards.
Bye.